Welcome to Hammer and Nails with Skip and Alison Bedell.
Sit down. Oh, my God.
Oh, you guys, just too kind.
Come on, you guys. Sit down.
All the cheering and applause.
I know. Everybody,
just for me?
I know. I got a standing ovation
Love
today.
you guys.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Must have been that last snoozer of a podcast.
No, they're just clapping because it's Friday. The snoozer?
Yeah.
Did you title the last one The Snoozer?
No, but it was. I'm Alison Bedell.
I'm Skip Bedell, and welcome back to Hammer and Nails Podcast. Here we are.
Yeah, well, I hope today's exciting. Last time, I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
It was less than an hour. People are like, hey, what happened? It's almost, usually like an hour and a half or whatever.
They got used to like the extended version.
Yeah.
We always used to do like 50 minutes an hour. Then they started going to like almost 2 hours.
Yeah, not on purpose, though. It's because we're not looking at
No,
the
it's just because
time.
you can't shut the hell up.
So, it's a podcast.
You keep flapping your lip. Today's Friday.
Today is Friday.
Oh, yeah, it's a good day, too.
Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How's everybody feeling on this Friday, right? Gotta love it, man. It's like the end of the week. The weekend's here. The weather's coming back around. We're busting out the barbecues.
Yeah.
We're only, a week or two away from Memorial Day weekend to kick off
That's 2 weeks
the
away.
season, right?
That's 2 weeks away.
All right, so...
So it's going to be Memorial Day weekend in 2 weeks, but next week on Friday the 20th, is it?
Yeah.
You're going to be on Fox and Friends again.
Doing my thing. Back on 6th Avenue in New York, downtown,
At the
our hometown.
Fox News building.
Yeah, it's always a good time out there in front of the Fox News building, out on the sidewalk, doing my DIY segments and stuff. And I keep asking them, listen, how many more times do I have to do this before you actually let me in the building? They're like, well, we like you and everything, but
Yeah.
I just can't keep to get past security.
What's the segment going to be on?
This time I'm going to do stuff on outdoor living. So we're going to be talking about, I'm going to set up something really cool. I think I want to set up like a crazy gazebo and like a whole outdoor furniture set, barbecue, fire pit, everything for the outdoors, everything to kick off.
Furnished by Home Depot?
Yeah, all furnished by Home Depot. All the cool, newest stuff they got going on.
There's a lot of cool stuff for the outdoor, backyard
it's
area.
that time of the year, man.
We're experts on that.
Start thinking about like outdoor entertaining again and that whole thing,
Yeah,
right?
we are experts on that because we have the most beautiful yard for entertaining. And Skip, it's just that he did everything.
It's been my labor of love. It's
Yeah.
like something that I really just enjoy doing. It's one of those things that we've been working on it for probably, since we bought the house, about 5 years ago.
We're always adding to it.
And we just keep doing stuff, So when we first got this house, it was a nice little house, and, it's an older house built in the 40s that had an extension put onto it, and it's a nice big piece of property, but there was nothing done to the property. So the property was completely just, shot. It was the worst-looking property on the block. And now it has slowly become,
the nicest.
It's really coming along, so.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
So, our gazebo that we had bought one at BJ's It was 5 years ago. We bought our gazebo at Blowjobs, and it's got curtains around it, like that you can zip closed, which is an unusual feature on most gazebos. I'm starting to see some come around now more that have that only this year, because before I haven't seen any other ones besides ours.
We have a lot of trees and big high fences and all that stuff, but I got to say the curtains actually come in handy.
Oh yeah, because we close it all the time to keep our furniture and cushions protected and keep them nice.
I wasn't really thinking of that. I was thinking more sometimes you just
we have sex in there too.
We just want to get it on. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. I'm gonna zip up the side walls and
I'm like, nobody can see. Leave it open. It's hot in here now. But
I like it hot.
It's nice for privacy, but it's also nice to keep the summer stuff protected from both the sun and the elements.
Yeah, all that stuff.
And Skip, I think, as I mentioned, had already put lights all over the backyard and shining up our gigantic tall pine trees. So just yesterday, you added the lights that you bought 5 years ago but never finished installing around the rest of the garden.
Yeah, so this, yeah, right.
Thanks for finally doing that.
That's pretty much the story of, like, you know, the person that does any kind of work, and then when it comes to doing that work at their own house.
Yeah, it's like you're a hairdresser, but I haven't had my hair cut in a year.
Yeah, so you know how it is. It's you're always working on other projects or working on something else in the house, and it's like, all right, so let me get back to that. Let me circle back around. It's like, you know, the one piece of molding that didn't get finished on, you know, whatever. So anyway, yeah, outdoor lighting. And I'm a big fan of that. We have lighting all over the place and all the, like, the landscaping, the gardens, and up in the trees and all over the place. And I think lighting really is a great way to accent, you know, I mean, you could do a lot with it, even inside the house. But outdoor lighting is awesome. And there was a portion of the yard that just never got done. I actually ran all the underground wire, but I never actually wired up the rest of the... Why? What?
Wow.
Yeah. He's like, no, it's my turn to talk. He waits till I start talking. And then...
He's a good boy, just like I told him.
Yeah. So the outdoor lighting project is definitely picked back up in full swing, and that's what I was doing yesterday, because we're on a little bit of a standstill with the interior stuff, the kitchen and the bathroom, waiting on materials, waiting on the cabinetry to get here. So I'm like, all right, I have a little time today. Let me get on finishing up this outdoor lighting, being that we're thinking, you know, entertaining outside and everything. So that was like the last little piece of the puzzle out there. So I got to say, it came out really good. And when we lit it all up last night, it looked awesome.
Yeah,
so I'm going to put a link
beautiful
to some of the lighting that we use here on this project. You can purchase that stuff at Home Depot or any of the other stores carry the Red Dot brand. This is actually a line voltage lighting, meaning that it works on regular voltage that you have in your house, as opposed to some of the other lighting systems out there for landscape, which are low voltage. And those are also good. They use a lot less electricity. They don't always provide quite as much light as some of the line voltage, which is why I prefer that. But they have a lot of really nice options with the low voltage as well. What that means is that you're going to wire in a transformer that'll step it down to low voltage. So you have a much thinner gauge wire. All around, it's a nice light. They're easy to install if you don't have a lot of electrical experience, as opposed to what I was doing yesterday. It requires connecting wires and boxes and stuff like that. But I will definitely put a link out there for you guys to see. And
Sweet.
Check it out.
Sweet. So we also
light it up.
We moved out our big TV, our TV from our bedroom outside, and we got a new TV in our den. We got a 70-inch Vizio, which is one of those kind of TVs where everything looks like it's actually there.
It's the 4K, the ultra.
Yeah, it is unbelievable.
It's ridiculous. I've never seen a picture that looks like that. It looks like you're actually looking at the real thing.
Yeah, like they're standing in front of you. It's unbelievable. And the 70-inch is like gigantic.
So when I set this thing up the other night, Mad Max just happened to be on, right? You were flipping through channels and stuff. And that thing, you know, a lot of movies now are in that Ultra HD, and they're set up for 3D.
Yeah. I actually saw a booger inside of Charlize Theron's nose.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know she had those.
Yeah, it was like the crusty kind. I could see it that good. Yeah.
I thought she was like so hot that she doesn't.
I was like, oh man, I feel like I can almost pick it.
And she doesn't fart.
Exactly. I felt like if I just I can get my pinky in there, I can pull that little sucker right out. We have like a little wet tail on it.
Oh, it's so nasty.
Yeah, but it's Charlize Theron's booger.
Yeah, the picture. I don't care. It's still disgusting. You're like, oh, I need that.
I'll like wipe it on a little piece of paper and save it.
Oh no,
Charlize Theron's booger.
Stop it. So yeah, the picture on that TV is just ridiculous. Yeah. Check out the 4K, the Ultra HD.
That reminds me of of Adam's hair that I saved.
Oh God!
He had a haircut in the trailer. We talked about this a number of episodes ago. He had a haircut in the trailer, and usually it was in my trailer because that's where the makeup person set up all of her shit. So he would come in the morning into our trailer side and get the makeup done, and she would cut his hair too on occasion. So all the pieces of hair were falls to the floor, and it looks like pubes. And so
well, he's got like kind of curly.
Yeah, he's got like a Jufro.
Yeah, a Jufro.
So I picked up a chunk of his fro and put it into a napkin Actually, I took a picture of it, and I had posted it on, I think, on Instagram or Facebook, and I said like eBay with a question mark, like funny, like
That's funny,
like should I auction off Adam's hair?
People are actually like bidding on it.
No, but I actually ended up sending it to somebody.
That's funny.
A friend who's like a super fan. So I figured, when will you ever have the opportunity to have like your favorite celebrity's hair? So I sent it to her because I love her. And, I mean, where else are you going to get?
Yeah, I don't really know that I'd want that. Like.
She ate it.
Oh, stop. She like rubbed it all over her body. She's like, oh, Adam.
She glued on to her pube area, just like in Jackass when they glued the pubes on as like a beard, and mustache and beard. Remember that? And he threw up. Oh my God, that was gross.
They had like ass and nut hair like glued to his
they took all the guys' ass and nut hair. And then I forgot which guy they did it to, but they were pretending to put him in disguise, and then he was going to be a passenger in the back of a cab. And so they glued all the hair onto his face.
They told him it was going to be like a beard and a mustache.
Yeah, he thought the skit was about him being in this cab. Oh, and then I think it was the cab driver, or maybe he was the passenger, was supposed to pretend to be a terrorist, but then he thought that it was like a real terrorist attempt. And then after the whole thing was done,
he had like a full beard and mustache,
full
like
beard
under
and
his
mustache,
nose, all
and it was
around
like
his
falling
mouth.
off. It was falling into his mouth, like
all
the
around
pieces.
his mouth.
And then after the skit was done, they told him that it was everybody's nut hair.
And they showed him the video of them all like
shaving their balls and everything, the pubes off.
He started going.
He threw up. He literally threw up. Yeah, it was awesome.
That's like fart helmet.
Oh, God.
Fart helmet was the best.
So bad.
They put Steve-O in like the spaceman helmet.
And
with had like the hose coming into it,
Yeah, and the other guy farted into the end of the hose. Oh my God! Could you imagine?
You see Steve-O throw up in the helmet.
That's like kind of like what I do to the dogs. That's what I do to the dogs under the blanket.
Oh, that's so nasty. Can you imagine being in the helmet and getting someone like...
No, he threw up too, though, in the helmet.
Yeah, then he threw up in the helmet.
Yeah, while he's wearing it.
You can see like the glass bubble in his face, in front of his face, all of a sudden turn into like a puddle.
Yeah, vomit is contagious, isn't it? You ever like see somebody throw up and then you have to throw up?
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, I remember at Great Adventure.
Like growing up, I fished a lot because growing up, my dad had a big fishing boat, and we're always offshore doing deep sea fishing, shark and tuna, marlin, all that stuff. And we'd be out for like 2 or 3 days at a time, staying out in the ocean. So a lot of people get seasick. So some of the guys on his crew, occasionally that would happen. We had the same probably half a dozen guys that always went with us. And every once in a while, even like the most hardened fishermen would get seasick, Yeah. And I've seen that happen. I have witnessed that. Grown men, one guy throw up and all of a sudden, blah, blah, blah. And
another guy.
Yeah, everybody's right on the verge of throwing up anyway because you're constantly rolling up and down.
What about Dramamine?
Rolling, yeah. Dramamine works. They make it in a pill. They also have a bracelet that you put on.
It's got pressure points.
No, it's like I think it's like a stick-on type of thing.
Yeah.
That seeps into your skin or whatever. No, that actually works. I've taken that, but to get back to what you were saying, it's totally contagious.
Like that scene in the movie Stand By Me. Remember that?
Yes.
When Lardass did the pie eating contest.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
It's a lot like yawns. You ever notice like when you yawn or when someone yawns?
Yeah, that's contagious too.
You absolutely have to yawn.
That is actually, it's scientifically proven that it's actually contagious.
But what's the whole science behind it? They still haven't figured out why the brain does that.
I don't know, but talking about it right now, I feel like yawning, and I'm not
too.
even tired. That's
Isn't that so crazy?
I just visualized
it. Is anyone listening to this podcast feeling like you're having a yawn? They're like, yeah, because you guys suck. Yeah, I'm yawning right now, and I'm shutting it off because you're fucking boring, asshole. No, it's so true. It's like, you know what's really crazy? I've actually watched stuff on TV, and like someone yawned on TV, and it made me yawn.
Yeah. Well, did I tell you about the study that they did with the dogs? They had pictures of people actually yawning, and then they had pictures of people pretending to yawn. And they showed it to dogs. And dogs actually yawned at the pictures of people really yawning.
Oh, my God.
And they did not yawn when they saw the people pretending to yawn.
That is so crazy.
It was amazing, like how that really is
what
a thing.
What is with that?
Even dogs... The yawn is contagious.
So there's all sorts of, speculation and ideas why that might be, but I don't think there's any scientific proof. Is it some sort of chemical triggers. It's something that happens in our brain, but it's undeniable. I mean, it actually happens, and it totally happens from animals to humans as well.
Yeah,
because I've done.
I am like fighting off a yawn right now. Talking about this.
I know.
Fuck, we got to change the
Stop
subject.
it.
I know. I got to stop thinking about it.
Let's talk about sex. Do you get turned on? Is that contagious too?
Sometimes it depends.
Yeah.
I was looking at my. Oh my God. I was looking at my Twitter yesterday, and I usually don't look through the Twitter feed too much because
look at your Twitter too.
That's my twatter.
Yeah, right. It's close. Twat, same thing.
I don't usually look through it because it's just very time consuming, and with how many people I'm following, and I always do like a follow back for people, so I don't have time to look at every single thing. But that's where my screen opens up, and I saw a picture that made me click on a person's account, and then of course it was one of those porn accounts that I'm following that I didn't realize I was following.
Of course.
So of course I had to scroll through as many as possible.
Obviously.
I kept scrolling and scrolling.
Yeah, I mean, once you see one, you're like, oh, wait a minute, let me just
see
what
what
the
else
next
is
one.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
There was like a lot of those little movie clips, like quick little clips,
Yeah.
So there was a lot of like DP clips, and then there was like a lot of three on girl clips, like a DP plus a blowjob clip. And then there was oh God, I know what called there was a lot of pictures of girls with bush.
Really?
Yes, and I hope that I hope it's not coming back. That's all I'm going to say.
Like the high-waisted shorts? The 80s,
exactly.
The 80s shorts?
Exactly. And I don't know what's going on. Not like I'm ever going to be with Bush again. But
so if like full bush came back, would you feel compelled to like go with the trend?
No.
Good.
No. No. You know what? I've been with girls with bush and I don't like it. No, and I wouldn't impose that on you.
No, it's not good.
No.
It's not good.
Not
In fact, I think I still have some hair between my teeth from the 80s. I'm sure there's one like all the way in the back between like a couple of wisdom teeth that I just can't get out. I've flossed, I've done everything, it won't come out.
Yeah, it's really gross. That's gross.
No, stop it! Don't do that.
Yeah, so like I saw these pictures like with the pubes, and I'm thinking like, I don't know maybe I guess older people are looking at it and getting turned on. I don't know, but I don't think that people like in their 30s and below let the bush grow in.
I don't know.
At least if not if they're sexually active. I don't know. You know what, actually, people? Send me like a DM or something and let me know if you know of anybody who's like...
Yeah, send us pictures
like
of
in their
bush.
30s or younger.
If you have a bush, send a picture of it.
Let us know if you have bush and why. Why don't you shave it?
I'm kidding. I am retracting that statement completely.
He doesn't want to see the bush.
I do not want to see it, because I will now get inundated with pictures of people's bushes.
No, I don't want to see the bushes. I just want to know if you have bush, ladies.
I don't even ask for that, and I get pictures of things like that sent to me all the time.
Well,
so,
stop looking at it.
Yeah, okay. It sounds good.
Do you still get, I haven't even...
She who just talks about being on Twitter and looking at porn videos all day.
Well, I was bored. Sometimes when you're at work, you got to look at porn.
That's what happens.
Just kidding. No, but
do
you still get emails like that from your Facebook messages from...
Not really.
You used to get a lot of people hitting.
I used to get probably more. I think when we're airing the show, like when Catch a Contractor was in season and on the air, because we live tweet with everyone, so there are like, a lot of people that live message us during the airing of the show, and we talk about what's happening in the show, and then always mixed in there's a couple of
like whores like
hey,
Lindsay Lohan's mother.
The first message is love your show, you guys rock, and then the next picture is like
Oh, by the way, here's my pussy.
Of their junk. Oh yeah. You guys are awesome. Then the next one is the next one is like, and here's my pussy. You got one of those too.
I got a pussy too.
That's funny.
Yeah. You were oh God, what was it that you were starting to tell me about last night that you saw online?
Oh, I saw on Facebook. Yeah. There was the best video. I posted on my Facebook. If you guys are Facebook friends with me, look at it. If you're not, then get friends with me.
Be my friend.
Yeah, be my friend, please. This guy put this video. He was like an analytical type of, it's like, you could tell this guy was like an
analyst.
Yeah, like an analyst. He's like a guy that studies like charts and pie charts and graphs and stuff like all day. So he had figured out this matrix or this graph that shows like the correlation between crazy and hot with respect to women, right? So it's really funny. It was like, he shows like, on the crazy scale and from 0 to 10 on the hot scale.
And which ones you should date, which ones you should avoid.
Yeah, what's an acceptable, like, from like 0 to 5 is like in the no-go zone, but from 5 to 10 is like where you want to be, but below the crazy line, and it shows like a bell curve of like crazy.
It actually was. It
was so fun. But this guy is so serious, though.
Yeah.
He was like, really? You guys have to see it. Like, I can't do it justice by explaining it. Go on my Facebook, Skip Bedell, and check out. It's a recent post. This guy talking about. It was called the Crazy Hot
Matrix.
Crazy Hot Matrix.
Yeah.
Or just Google it. Crazy Hot Matrix. It's fun. YouTube it or something.
Yeah, it was actually.
It's funny.
Yeah, it was a good video.
But so true though. That's what was really funny about it. Like, come on, how true was that?
Yeah. No, I've.
There's definitely a direct relation. There.
Yeah, I have dated some crazy and hot. There was this one girl. She was hot, very hot, but she was crazy, and she was also a bit dumb. And I could take the hot, I could take the crazy, but I couldn't take the dumb.
You can't fix stupid.
No, I mean she was good.
You can't really fix crazy either.
No, you can take some pills, I suppose. You might be able to fix that with some medication.
Yeah.
But the dumb, I just couldn't take. The dumb is good for just dating and for like a short period of time,
right,
and to get a piece of ass.
Yeah.
And then after you get the ass, and then at that point is when you start to get bored with the person, because you've already accomplished that thing. And then
you have a really interesting point of view though, because you're a chick and also a hot chick.
No, but I think like a dude.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But so you can look at, because a lot of girls might look at this video that I'm talking about and say, well, that's it's kind of stupid. Because it's the name of the site that it's on is Guys Humor. So not every girl might find the humor in it, but I think it's totally funny as hell and actually very accurate.
No, it is, because I've also been with the girls on the end of the scale that are not hot and also not crazy. But the closer you get down there, you're also getting down to like the boredom level, because, all right, well, you're not crazy, but you're not hot, so that's not keeping me interested. So I'm going to have to put a bag over your head when I fuck you. That's not really so much fun either. Like if you got to either have the bag or close your eyes and pretend that there's somebody else. That's not so much fun.
Well, there was so he made this matrix on this. It's kind of like a bell curve chart, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what kind of graph you would call that.
That wasn't a bell curve.
No.
A bell curve looks like a bell.
Yeah, I know, but this is like an ascending chart. It starts down from, if you have a vertical and a horizontal line, and you're starting down at 0 point down at the bottom, and you're climbing up.
All right, you're getting too technical.
Yeah, you're going up through that graph. He has a matrix that basically had like all these different zones in it, like the no-go zone, the danger zone, the fun zone, and then like there was a combination like just below the crazy line, but between like the 8 and the 10, or the 5 and the 8 hot. But below the crazy was the wife zone. That's the one you want to marry.
Right.
And then there was like between the 8 and 10 hot, and only from like a 2 to a 5 under the crazy line. And that's the coveted, the unicorn zone, because they do not exist. And that's the one that's the one that if you happen to find, just be careful, don't harm it, don't kill it, just take a picture of it, because they want to be studied. And then there was one more, I think. There was one more that was like not crazy and a 10, but super cool, like the coolest chick you ever met.
That's the one that you want to date.
But super hot. And then he was like, be careful of this one, because you're probably talking to a dude. That's a tranny. It might look like a chick.
Nobody has to watch the video because you just gave the whole thing away.
Yeah, no, you have to watch it.
You just said everything.
I'm not doing it any justice at all when you guys watch it. It's very funny, but it's very true. And you, looking at it from the other side now too, because you've been with women also, you have to admit there's a lot of truth to that, right?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. From what I've seen that you've dated before me, you chose very high on the crazy scale, kind of medium on the look scale. Although your ex-wife, she looks like dog meat, but everybody else looks pretty good. The last couple looked pretty good, but I've had some uglies though. The uglies, even though they were nice, you try to see something positive in the uglies sometimes.
Yeah. You try to find the redeeming
you
qualities.
ever have somebody who is not that good looking, but
they're beautiful on the inside?
No, I'm talking about their junk. But their junk is all good, so you're like, well, I could maybe forget about that face because the rest of it is good.
Oh, like the physical part.
Yeah,
is
like
really
the body
good.
slamming.
Right, but a butterface.
Exactly. What do you do with that?
Slamming body, but butterface.
What do you do with that?
Well, Bob Marley once said, "Turn the lights down low."
Oh, yeah. Do you go out in public with them, or do you make that like one of your like stay at home, let's hang out, watch TV
dimmer
girlfriends?
switches.
So are those ones that you take out in public, or are those the kinds that you just like stay home and barbecue?
Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough call. I guess it depends on how brave you are. I don't know. You know? Yeah. I don't know. Fortunately, I haven't really dealt with that much of it. You're right. I've been more up in the crazy zone, it would seem.
Yes.
Somewhere.
How do like some people always end up with alcoholics, or you know what I mean? Some people usually end up with the same type, and they say, why do I keep getting the same kind of person? How did you end up getting all the crazies?
I think people just gravitate for some reason, and I don't even think that we know what the reason is. We tend to, like history repeats itself, you tend to, and I'm sure it's like an unconscious attraction that probably is deep-rooted somehow in your psyche, and maybe it has something to do with some Freudian bullshit, who knows, but you probably, even if they might not all seem the same, there's probably some common denominator in the people that you date until you decide that you're going to actively break the mold, right? So, I mean, if you look back at a lot of people that you're with, you probably find some common thread in there somehow, whatever.
Is it the like, are you having the like, I can help them type
maybe,
of a syndrome?
Yeah, maybe. You know, I like to fix stuff, so maybe. Yeah. I am the Mr. Fix-It kind of guy. I think that I have taken on projects, like in the past. So, yeah. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But definitely the crazy has been a very relevant factor. Yeah. Mix in some hot, some not so hot, but ultimately less crazy in the beginning, but then the true crazy always reveals itself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the crazy tends to be somewhat camouflaged in the beginning.
Yeah.
I think they're on good behavior.
Yeah.
And then slowly but surely they let their guard down, and then all of a sudden you see like, oh, wait a second. Oh, no. I wasn't really sure in the beginning, but it's probably should just have.
And then you remember though, but then you get hypnotized and pulled back in by the boobies.
Well,
it was like, no, look over here.
Yeah, you know, like the spinning thing that looked like going around and around and around. It's like a spiral. Yeah.
You seen cartoons that hypnotize you?
Yeah, just like a spiral that goes around and around. Yeah, there's one on each boob, and then it's like, look into the boobies.
No, keep your eyes down here.
Oh, no, over here, eyes over here, eyes over here. It's not like look at my face. It's eyes over here. That's it. No.
Now I got you again. Now I got you back.
The crazy chicks don't want you to look into their eyes because they realize because the eyes are like tell it all. The
eyes, you can tell
the
they're
eyes
crazy.
are the window to the soul, so they say, right? They're like, no, not the eyes. Down here, right here. Here's where you want to look. Or they'll bend over. Oh, right here. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, my God.
Don't look into my eyes because you'll figure out how fucking nuts I am.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that last one of yours has a whole lot of fucking crazy.
Crazy. She crazy.
Baby, she's crazy.
Oh, she's so cray.
Oh, my God. Do you remember we were together like for at least a month or so, or I don't know. And then we were in what was then became our apartment.
Yeah.
And we were in the bed,
she
in the
decided
dark.
That she was coming back over after I told her like a month earlier that we're over, we're done, don't come back over, give me my key back and all that stuff. And then we were in bed in the morning, actually, like we're doing it.
I was under the blankets, just let's put it that way.
We were like in the act, and crazy bitch must have made a copy to that key because she gave me my key back.
She came in from the upstairs because we were in the basement apartment.
Yeah.
And she went into the house upstairs.
Oh yeah, she talked to my friend,
or not former friend. At the time.
She talked to my buddy that was living in the upper part of the house. We'd shared the house, and she was like, "Oh yeah, Skip was expecting me." She must have told me. Oh yeah, go ahead. So she went down through his entrance.
Yeah,
that's what it was because she couldn't get in through my door anymore. Right. And she comes strolling down the stairs, and I hear.
And you heard, and so like you tapped me on my head.
Yeah.
You're like, come back up here.
Yeah. You were under the blankets, and I was out of the blankets. So it just looked like the blankets were pulled up to my chin, and there's a head bobbing up and down under the blankets, and I'm like tapping you on the head, like, come here. Get up here. And I hear the door open, and I hear the steps come down, the footsteps coming down the stairs, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here now? Because I know that, like, you know, nobody would ever come down. Like, that door is always locked and shut, and there's only one way it can be open, and that's from upstairs from, you know, the guy that I was sharing the house with, and he would never come down there ever in a million years, you know, without knocking or be like, you know, hey, what's going on? Can I come down or whatever? So I'm like, oh, I knew exactly who it was. I didn't even have to see her. I just heard the little footsteps because she always wore high heels too. And I heard those high heels coming down the steps, and I'm like, oh shit.
And then so
this isn't going to go well.
So then she stood at the end of the bed and was like yelling at us and like, and I thought you liked blondes because I had dark hair at the time.
And what are you doing with her? She doesn't even have blonde hair. You told me you like blondes.
And then she was like yelling at me, and you ruined our family. We were a family because she had 4 tiny little kids.
Oh, God. It was not a good scene, not the way you want to start your day off. It was early in the morning. I don't even know if the sun was up yet. And, definitely not the way you want to start off your day.
Oh, my God. That was crazy, getting walked in on like that.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I was, like, cheating on her. Like, we were done. We were over long ago, like a month ago,
That's because she was crazy.
She's crazy.
She was crazy.
Now, she was way up high.
She was
way
very,
up high on the chart.
Yeah.
High on the chart. Very, very high on the chart. Definitely higher up on the looks chart, and also very high up on the crazy chart. She was somewhere up probably in the danger zone that he was referring to.
Oh, yeah.
She was living well into the danger zone.
Yeah.
So,
I could have lost my job over that one.
Yeah. Anyway,
I just kept saying, "Don't hit her! Don't hit her! Don't hit her! Don't hit her!"
Oh God! Yeah,
I was like, not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it.
I'm saying this whole thing could go really bad, you know, because like, you know, you're there, and like, you know, like you're a member of the law enforcement family, and like someone's essentially trespassing, you know, and I'm thinking this could get really ugly, really bad right now because she had no right to be there. So I'm thinking, oh God, you're going to go into cop mode, and I'm thinking like, I just want to get her the hell out of my apartment.
And you know what? I was in that where I just didn't say anything because I was like, I know I got nothing to worry about. You need to take care of her, and I just like.
No, you were totally cool. You were like, I want to. I'm like, you were just like, hey, you know, go take care of her or whatever. You know, go tell her, you know, go talk to her or whatever. So I went outside with her, and you know, I'm like, what are you doing here? You know, like what the fuck? Why are you coming into my place? Like
I forgot my things. I got more things to take.
Well, I just wanted to get a couple. I'm like. Don't you remember, like, I put all of your stuff in a box, like Beyonce's song? What's that song that she does?
To the left. Everything you own in a box to the left.
It's all in a box to the left. Now get out, you crazy bitch. Yeah, I already boxed it up like a month before, and I'm like, listen, you know, okay, you got to go, and don't come back, and you know, we were that was long over, so. Oh, God. There you go, people. Crazy.
You know, speaking of
Check out that video, though. Go on Facebook and watch this thing. You guys will get a good laugh out of it. It was really great.
I saw online these questions. It's eharmony.com.
Oh, God.
And there's all these different questions. They have like an advice section. And there's questions that you can ask that are good for, like, first date. And there's questions that you don't want to ask ever.
Oh.
Like all this advice. So, like, you know what to say.
Number one question. Are you crazy? Let's not waste any time here, because if the answer to that question is anything but no, we're done. Really, I mean, there's nothing. We don't need to say anything else.
Like the guy says, every woman starts at 4.
Yeah, true. You know, I love how like he said, now just when you think that you found exactly where on this graph the woman that you're with is, just erase all of that, because at any given moment she could wind up anywhere else on the graph. I was like, oh my God, it's so true though.
So listen to these 20 first date questions that you don't want to ask.
20
of them.
That's a lot of questions.
It's a lot. So if you guys are dating, don't ask these things, because apparently eHarmony, they know.
Ooh.
How much money do you make? I mean, like, who the fuck asks that? You're like really an idiot if you ask that on a first date. Oh, God, here is I hate when people say this. How do I look?
Now, every woman wants to ask that, but she won't.
Oh, you're wondering, yeah.
Yeah.
This one.
I hope he makes a lot of money.
How do I look? No, how do I look is please pay me compliments. I'm begging for you to talk about me.
Yeah, I love that setup question. Or else they'll be like, "Oh, I hate the way I look." They'll
and
fish
then you have to fishing.
Yeah.
I hate fishing questions.
Then you'll be like, "Oh no, you look great." It's like, "Oh, I hate my hair."
You know what I like to do when people do that?
They're waiting for you to say, "Your hair is awesome." What do you mean?
I love when people ask fishing questions though, like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't even respond.
I love it. Leave them hanging, and they're like,
I don't respond at all. I've done that to you a couple of times. You set me up a couple. I've done that to you, and you're like, "Oh, so I guess my ass does look fat." Then.
No, you didn't. Fuck you. No, fuck you.
I'm just kidding.
I know, because you'd have never done that to me.
No, I always answer honestly. Yep, it does.
You're an asshole. 3. Who did you vote for in the last election?
Oh, God.
Now, I don't see why that's a don't ask ever question, but if you want to get into an argument with somebody, because once you get into the political arena, that's when relationships go south.
Well, yeah.
If you don't agree, they can lead to tremendous disagreements, because you can really lose a lot of respect for somebody if they have a differing political opinion than yours.
Well, people get very heavily vested, and of course now is the season for an election year. People get really heavily vested, and I've actually seen arguments come up between like married couples that see things differently, and they won't talk to each other over like some political bullshit they saw on CNN.
Yeah, bad.
Not good.
What kind of wedding do you want to have?
On the first date?
Oh God, yeah, bad. Oh, here's another one. What went wrong between you and your ex? You want to talk about the person's ex on your first date?
Yeah, right.
No.
Yeah, not good.
Not good. That's just going to lead to some like bitterness, or you're going to hear somebody.
Bitter nuts.
Bitter nuts.
It is going to lead to bitter nuts.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah.
Have you ever cheated on someone?
Oh, wow.
That's an Well, you know what? I don't think that's a bad first date question. That's kind of a getting to know you.
That's kind of like... Yeah, I don't know.
Are you cheating on someone right now?
Yeah. How about better yet, are you married? Currently. What's your wife's name? How many kids do you have?
Oh, God, that's great. Oh, God, listen to this on a first date. Where do you see this relationship going?
Oh, man.
I see me dropping you off at home right now and saying bye-bye.
Yeah.
Why are you single?
To the Motel 6 down the street. That's where I see you going.
Why are you single? Oh, God. What?
Because you're crazy.
You know what, though? I've seen,
motherfucking crazy.
People have actually spun that, though, into a compliment. Like, how the hell are you still single? Like, it was like, why hasn't somebody snatched you up already?
Oh, yeah, I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're available.
Right.
Like, how could anyone not have snatched you up?
Right.
I'm going to be the one to change that right now. Okay, Dick.
Oh, here's an asshole question. Are you afraid of commitment?
Oh, God.
You know what? Somebody asking these questions, I'm afraid of you if you're asking these questions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you are way high up on the crazy chart.
Yeah. What do your parents do? Why is that a question not to ask?
Yeah, that doesn't
Are
seem...
you a dirtbag or do you come from a good family?
That doesn't seem like a terrible question.
No, I don't think so either.
Is there any family history there?
Now, here's a good question. Maybe not for the first date, though. Do you have any STDs?
Oh, God.
Could you imagine?
Well, it depends on what's going to be happening on that first date. You might want to ask that before anything goes down.
Wow. That's kind of nosy.
Well, yeah, but I mean, hey, you know.
I mean, that's the kind of question you ask when you start to get a little hot and heavy.
Well, yeah, things can happen on the first date, though, right?
I mean, and in that case, make sure you bring a condom.
Yeah.
Or a dental dam.
Oh, God. Or a body rubber. I'm trying to find...
Saran wrap.
Yeah. I just want to wrap my whole body in saran wrap. And,
I want to wrap your chocha on some saran wrap.
God.
Does it still feel good with the wrap in between my mouth and your
There needs
vag?
to be like a body condom. I'm just going to get into like a giant rubber glove. Work my whole body into it.
Oh, my God, that's great. You know what? That's a good way to deal with somebody, though, with some odor, or if it's that time of the month.
Oh, no. No.
You can do cunnilingus with saran wrap.
No.
Sure can.
Oh, and over the saran wrap?
You lick over the saran wrap, and the saran wrap is like on the person like a bathing suit, like a diaper.
Really, though? Think about that. If you have to do that, it's probably not a good time to be doing that. Yeah. Yeah.
I've had people do it to me while I had a tampon in.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. I am yummy.
Oh, God.
And I smell good too. And everyone has told me that.
Hey, wait a second. What's this string?
It's for floss. I thought I saw a piece of steak in between your teeth.
And that's when you forgot. You totally forgot in the heat of the moment that it was in there.
No, I never forgotten when somebody went down there.
And then, like, if you had a picture of your face, it would be like that. Oh my God moment. Like,
I have forgot. I have left one in there in the past and have had sex with it in there and forgot that it was in there.
Oh wow.
That was I think I was in my late teens.
Wow.
Yeah, I forgot about the tampon.
How'd you ever get it out?
You can fish it out. It's not like it's a fucking black hole. I can get my fingers in
You got
there.
to stick your hand up there and reach around.
It's not in the same position that you'd wish it would be. It takes a little work. Oh my God. Do you remember a thing called the sponge?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That was
thing,
back in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I used that back then, I remember, and you wet it and then you put it in and it almost forms a suction with your cervix. It's like a cup shape.
Right.
And I remember, and it's got a little elastic strap along the back of it, and that's how you're supposed to grab that strap with your finger to pull it out.
Right.
Well, that thing, it suctioned to my cervix it would not come out. It was yeah, but it was on there. I couldn't get that fucking thing off. I remember starting to panic, and you get lightheaded when you start to panic. No. When you're oh my God, and you was almost faint.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was I was.
And then the little string, the little thing that you loop your finger on, that thing breaks. And then you feel it snap like a rubber band, pop. And then you're
God.
No, it's not coming out.
No, and then by the time you get to a doctor, it's been 3 weeks and it stinks.
Oh God.
That didn't happen, but
That's
just saying.
That's not good.
Oh my God, I used to work in an OBGYN office, and I remember there was this mentally ill woman who had a pessary. And that's the thing. A pessary is the thing that you insert inside of your vagina, and it holds in your bladder. It's like a bladder holder so that you don't get a prolapse. If you have a prolapsed bladder, that means your bladder's starting to come out of your vagina. So a pessary you put inside of your vagina area, and it holds in your bladder. But you're supposed to take it out regularly and clean it. Well, this woman came into the office, and she hadn't taken it out in years.
Oh, no.
From what the interns, the residents at the time were talking about afterwards, it was a crazy kind of stink.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It was bad.
All of this conversation is just, it's not, yeah.
It was a learning experience working in an OBGYN clinic.
I'm sure it was.
Oh my God. I know everything about vaginas.
Did that start your affinity for?
No, actually, no. But it always.
I can see how that would maybe turn you away from.
Yeah,
the
precisely. You know what I'm saying? When you start hearing about all the things that can come out of there.
How about like gynecologists? I mean, think about if you're a dude, right, and then you're seeing 30 of them a day, some of which By the way. Very few of them are really nice to look at. I think for the most part,
Yeah.
it could pretty much a firecracker went off down there.
Oh my God.
Not good, So, and then you're coming home to the wifey.
Like a firecracker went off down there.
And then
I'm still on that one, baby. But anything you said after that, I didn't get.
It's pow!
I know. I'm still got the visual.
So now you're coming home to the wifey after you've seen and
smelled
and touched. It's pretty much every one of your senses, with hopefully except for taste. You come home to the wifey and you're yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, no.
No, I think it's totally, totally different. Although, when thinking about what specialty you're going to go in when you're in medical school, I really do wonder what makes a man want to go into gynecology. I don't know. I don't like men gynecologists. I won't go to one. I don't like it. I tried to change doctors last year, and I went to one for the first time in probably 20-something years, and I'm not going to do it again. I just don't like it because they can't understand what it feels like to have the lady bits. You know what I mean? They can't relate, and I don't feel comfortable having some dude look up my vag other than you. So, and it's not a sexual thing. It's just I don't feel comfortable.
Well, I'm making up for all of that. Trust me.
You are. You can give me the examination.
Oh, I do.
I'll go on eBay and buy a speculum.
I'm snapping on the rubber gloves as we speak. Hold on.
Okay, so let me get back to these questions. What's your greatest regret? It's saying don't ask that on a first date. I think that's a great date interview question. I think that's a great question.
I agree. I think that's a good question. Yeah, if you can go back in any one of your relationships and change something, what would it be? And I would be not to be with a crazy bitch. Now, let's get back to question number 1. Remember the first question I asked you? Are you crazy?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Let's circle back to number 1. You know that one that you avoided when we first started this conversation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what is your greatest regret? Is being with somebody crazy? Yeah, because that bitch fucked your shit all up.
Yeah.
What is my biggest regret? My greatest regret? You know, I don't think what I would think would be a regret, I don't feel like are regrets because those are the experiences that I learned from. And sometimes you got to go through some really rotten shit. Even the bad relationships that I went through, had I not gone through them, it wouldn't take me through all the steps that it took me to get to you.
True.
And you appreciate what you have so much more. Like that crazy bitch made you appreciate me that much more.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. When you see the other side of the mountain, you realize how nice and sunny the valley can be. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah. I think if I had to say a regret, it just occurred to me that when I had my condo and I sold it and then put the money into a joint bank account with my ex, I regret that.
So some financial decisions, maybe.
I regret that.
I have a lot of those. I have definitely some financial regrets.
Yeah.
Had I been smarter with a lot of the money that I've made in the past, I probably would be a very wealthy man today right now.
Yeah.
But you're right. You live and you learn, and all those things you have to, I think, kind of do. I think they have to happen.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in that things have to happen in order for you to grow. So as much as it sucks sometimes, my dad always told me it's like everything in life is a lesson, and every lesson has a price. And just like you go to school, like college, you pay your tuition, everything that you go through in your life is like a lesson. And some lessons cost money, some lessons cost blood and sweat and anxiety and emotion, but everything is basically like you're paying for that education, you're paying for that tuition, that lesson. So I've definitely paid my share of tuition.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, me too. I've gone through some really heinous shit.
And I'm still paying it right now, as a matter of fact.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, I my regrets probably would be to that, yeah. I think all the other stuff has to happen, but I would, the other stuff has to definitely happen, but the finances, you're right.
I hate learning that shit the hard way. Yeah, that was a major regret.
Yeah, that's all right. That's what money's for. You spend it and you make more. So,
Next question. Do you think your parents will like me?
Oh, God.
Oh, you're going to meet my parents?
Yeah, I didn't. You know what? We still have to circle back to question number 1. Yeah, before I would even entertain the thought of you coming by Mom and Pop's house.
Oh, God. Are you on a diet?
Oh, God. Are you pregnant?
Oh, God, that's horrible.
Are you fat or are you just pregnant?
Oh, my God, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Imagine asking someone on a first date.
Are you on a diet? Why would somebody say that? You know what? There are such stupid idiots in the world. I swear somebody's going to say that. Oh,
You know what? Here's the funny part about that. This is eHarmony questions that you should not ask people on the first date.
Yeah.
Probably people who are using eHarmony are not having very much success doing anything else. And maybe these are some of the questions that eHarmony asks them. So you haven't had much success in dating. What are some of the questions that you ask for?
They do have done a lot of analytical research.
Yeah.
This question, I don't know if it's such a bad one. I don't think so. Is that tan spray-on?
Oh.
I don't think that's a bad question. I spray on my tan. And people think I get it all the time. People are like, you're so tan. Nobody says like, you look orange. Like my tan looks natural. And it's
better than the sun damage that you're going to get on your skin?
Yeah, I mean, the stuff I use is amazing. It works so well, and it's so easy to put on. And I've tried various other products, and the stuff that I've been using for the last few years is amazing.
And you'll put a link on it.
I'm going to put a link to it. Go on to the episode summary on hammerandnailspodcast.com.
As we do with everything else that we talk about, all the products that we like and we use every day, be it tools or beauty products or stuff for working around the house, whatever it is. If we talk about it, we try to always put links for you guys so you can get them directly.
Yeah, I'm going to write it down right now so I don't forget.
And then, of course, definitely check out the Amazon banner to go and get that stuff. So
yeah, we have an Amazon banner on hammerandnailspodcast.com, hammerandnailspodcast.com, at hammerandnailspodcast.com. And if you click on that Amazon banner at hammerandnailspodcast.com, that's going to help us out a lot, you guys, because if you go there, we're going to get a little teeny tiny eensy weensy commission from whatever you buy on there, but it doesn't cost you any more to make any purchases there. It just helps us out.
And also a lot of the links that we talk about with these products that we're always mentioning.
Yep.
You can usually we direct them so you can get them right through Amazon. So it makes it real easy. Just click on it and go and purchase it.
So I'm going to talk about something else actually that people can go on to our site to click on later, but I'm still not done with these questions yet. Also on our website, hammernailspodcast.com, there is also a PayPal subscription link. Even though we don't have any charge to listen to our podcast, if you wanted to give us a very minute paid subscription, we would really appreciate that too, because it helps us out a lot. There's a lot of cost towards putting up this podcast
kind
and
of like
making
a donation, and people have been doing. Actually, we get a lot of support from people, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate people being so kind to us, and we appreciate any contributions to the podcast so that we can continue to make it. And thank you very much for everything that you guys do. But back to the questions. The next question you shouldn't ask on the first date is this. Have you ever had plastic surgery? Yeah, I'd say don't ask that.
Yeah, is that your nose? Are those your lips?
No and no.
Are those your boobs?
No.
Is that your ass?
No.
Is that your hair?
No.
Are those your eyelashes?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing real on me.
Yeah. Hey, man. No complaints over here. Except for the fucking bill.
Right. Oh, my. I wonder what I would look like.
Costs a lot of money to look good.
I wonder what I would look like if I was all natural.
Oh, God.
Who is that girl?
I don't know. You know what? I really don't have any idea. I don't even know what you would look like.
You might not even recognize me.
No, probably not.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is not a bad question either. What's your 5-year plan? That's a good getting to know you question, actually. That's a good, date interview question.
Yeah.
Because people, if they don't have a fucking plan, they're like, I don't know, I'm just going to keep, trying to pick up scrap metal. And you know what I mean? Like, it gives you an idea if somebody is a self-starter, if they're motivated, if they have aspirations, if they're lazy.
Ambitions.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. Who was the retard that put that in there? Wanna come up for a drink?
Nah. I think that's a great question.
I think that's a great question, and it's also probably the question that might and have this be not a relationship, but a one-day relationship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Possibly.
That's kind of a that would be a good question for what's the site when you swipe from left to right?
Tinder.
Yeah, that's a good Tinder question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to come?
Actually, you don't even need to ask that question on Tinder.
That's why you're on
Takes
Tinder.
all the talk out of it altogether. You don't need to say anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Let's do it.
So there's this other page of questions, which are a good one. Good questions. Good questions. I really like this bunch of questions. Number one is, who has been the biggest influence in your life?
No, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
Yep, definitely.
You would say your dad.
I would. No question about that, yep.
You've been talking about your dad since I met you.
Yeah.
You always had a quote or something, some advice he gave you.
He was one of those guys that if you were lucky enough to meet him, you would never forget him. Yep.
Aww.
Funny, smart, always, knew something about everything, and just, people that met him always loved him. And just one of those kind of guys.
You're like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, good.
You are like that. Everybody loves you. You know something about everything. Everybody likes you. There's nothing not to like about you.
That's nice.
You're so kind, and you're very generous.
I can think of a few people that don't like me at all. Just check out any one of the 30 Catch a Contractor episodes. I can promise you there's at least 30 people on this planet that fucking hate me. That curse my name every day.
Yeah.
At least 30.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Number 2, what kinds of things really make you laugh? Your answer is farts.
Yes. Yes. That's the funniest sound on the planet.
I love talking about poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, poop makes me laugh.
We are equally disgusting.
Yeah, we are. Sometimes I'll let out this monster manly burp, and then his response to that will be a really nasty fart, and then we both look at each other, we're like, we're disgusting. We are.
Yeah, but like they're both just queued up, like ready to go.
Yeah.
It's like it's
We
almost like
are disgusting.
on demand. Like all you got to do is just say go.
Yeah, it's so funny.
There's one on cue all the time.
Pretty pictures together, but we're so disgusting.
Oh God, that's
People,
really,
we're as real as it gets.
It's really funny though because like a lot of times when we do that, I'm like because people are always like writing to us like fans and stuff, and like it's like you guys are so awesome and like
great couple.
You can't possibly take a bad picture. And
you didn't see the 30 Uglies before that one though.
Yeah, it'd be so funny if like they were standing in the room when like those things happen.
Oh
like,
yeah.
How you like me now? Just regular folks doing regular things.
Yep. We all take a shit.
We're as disgusting as everyone else.
Oh, God. Okay, so next one is, what's your favorite place in the entire world?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Favorite place in the entire world.
Well, that's.
I think if I had to choose any place to be, it would be our backyard, our side yard area.
Well, see, now that is something I like. That's music to my ears because I've worked very hard to make it a place just like that with the hopes that you would feel that way.
Yeah.
And sure enough, you've just confirmed it.
Yeah, I don't feel like I need to go anywhere, like, ever, because it's so fucking beautiful here. It's relaxing. It's ours. We have our babies here with us.
Yeah.
And there's like no stress. Yeah. Like even when we're away,
we did not feel that way when we first got here. Like like we took a lot of effort to get the place the way we like it. But that's the most rewarding part about it is that we've done so much to transform it to make you feel like that.
Yeah.
When we first moved into this house, if someone asked you that question, you wouldn't have said "in my backyard."
No,
you never would have said that.
No,
I would
have been like sitting in the weeds.
It would have been the last place it wouldn't have even made the list.
Yeah.
So now think about that. Only 5 years later, and now that's the top of the.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because to be anywhere else, I get homesick. It's just.
Well, we've traveled a lot, as you guys know. If you've been following us and stuff, we're constantly traveling, doing stuff with shows and filming and all sorts of stuff. And we've seen a lot of places, a lot of the country, some really cool places. But I always still manage to get a little homesick. I do have to say, I do like California. I could definitely see living there as like maybe as a part of the year.
I love Santa Monica.
We kind of do live there part of the year, from filming. I think the last year I was there, like, I combined a couple seasons, like 7 or 8 months out of the calendar year, which is a lot.
Yeah.
But when I come home, I always feel like, and I feel like I'm home.
Yeah, I love Santa Monica and I love Venice. And when we are there, it feels like home.
Yeah.
But I prefer being right here.
Yeah.
That's the best place.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Thank you, my love. Favorite movie of all time?
Oh, wow.
And why?
That's a tough one. I have a lot of favorite movies, I would say. Some action, some funny.
That's a rough one. I don't think I can't even say that. If I had to pick, maybe Avatar. Avatar's a really good movie.
Avatar was great.
And it's beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to watch it on our new TV.
There's so many great movies.
Can you imagine how good that's going to look on our new TV?
That's going to be awesome.
Oh, my God. With the Blu-ray player? Holy shit. That's going to be amazing.
I think that some of the older classics,
What older classics?
I like some of the classics, Blazing Saddles, Caddyshack, funny comedies.
Oh.
Like those are, but you can't compare that to an Avatar because they go from
it's different.
like that's like two totally different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, no, that's a hard thing to choose because there's so many different genres and all that.
I mean, there's some great movies out there. Oh my God, you want to Godfather, like Rocky, like there's just great pictures out there.
Yeah,
Pulp Fiction, one of the best.
That's a great movie. There's some movies that you can watch indefinitely. Like
I could watch Pulp
over
Fiction.
And over
yeah,
and over.
yeah. I probably have seen it 20 times. Right?
Yeah.
You never get tired of watching that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, some hard-hitting ends that are going to get medieval on your ass.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a great scene. the next question is, what's your biggest goal in life right now?
Oh, okay. Well, why is
then
that?
I'd be like, listen, bitch, this is just, what is this, an interview? Can we just enjoy the date?
Yeah, right. Are we going to do it? There's my question. I got a question for you.
You gonna shut the fuck up already?
Yeah.
You know what? How about, I'm gonna give you an answer to a question you haven't asked yet.
Yeah.
You're annoying me.
Yeah. Here's a question for you. How long do you think it is till I'm going to get up and walk the fuck out of here?
Here's another question. What does the back of my head look like?
Shit. That's great.
I'm going to go to the bathroom right now. It's going to look like I'm actually walking out the front door, but I'm really going to the bathroom.
Oh, God. Better yet, how long is it going to be till I see the back of your head?
Very nice, very nice.
Yes, there's a question for you.
Oh, which leads to, what's your favorite way to spend a Saturday?
Oh.
In bed, baby.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we haven't ridden on the bike in a while. The weather's been really shitty. We love to do that.
Yeah, we definitely got some bike riding to do. We've just been busy, though. Like, with all the work going on here at the house and, jobs and stuff going on, and you're busy working. It's like, it's kind of weird almost for us because we're definitely like people that we ride a lot. I'm like, yeah, and certainly the last couple of years, not as much as we used to because, so much been going on.
Yeah.
But I got to say, man, I'm missing my bike bad.
Yeah.
You got to get on it.
Yeah.
Maybe this weekend. Maybe
it's going to be raining this weekend.
See?
Yep.
Either we're working or we're training.
Yep.
Now, there was definitely a time when you and I first met. It didn't matter what it was doing. We've taken road trips in the rain.
In the
We've
pouring
left.
rain.
We have left. Like you wait till the next day when it gets sunny.
Yeah.
We've left in the pouring sheets. Like you couldn't even see the road rain.
Yeah.
That's how hardcore we were.
Yeah.
Rain gear and get up and go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But, we got the touring bike with all, like, the shields and windshields and all the fairings and all that shit.
Now,
so
I can just, like, put my head, my face against your back, but you have to ride like that with the rain going on your goggles.
Yeah.
Or your glasses or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how you do it.
I just do
You
it.
need like little wipers. Like
Yeah.
I wonder if they make if they make glasses with a little wiper on each eye. That's an invention if
You've
nobody's
been thinking
done it yet.
of inventions.
I
There
know,
you go.
I know. Oh, I got it.
There you go.
Oh, that's a goodie.
Little micro battery into the frame of the glasses.
I think I have to like bleep out that idea.
Yeah.
So nobody steals it
Edit
from
that.
me.
Don't steal it, people.
Okay.
We'll be watching.
Or actually, it's been announced on this podcast. It's my idea.
Yeah, definitely we got some riding to do. In fact, there's a couple of trips coming up if you guys are familiar with any of the bike rallies that go on. Of course, Sturgis, which everyone knows about no matter where you live in the country. Daytona down in Florida. We also do Laconia, which is up here in New Hampshire in the Northeast. We do Americade, which is up in the Adirondacks of New York. There's a lot of great bike rallies. Actually, there's Bike Week coming up right now down in Virginia Beach. That's going to be, yep. Is it Virginia Beach or North Carolina? Myrtle Beach, North Carolina.
Oh.
So that's going to be great. So if you guys are riders, now's the time, and hopefully we'll be joining you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, right? Yeah, we gotta get on that thing again.
Do you have any pet peeves?
Oh.
So I know not to do them.
Yeah.
Like I hate when
What's wrong with that question?
I hate when girls keep their knees together, like throughout the for the first few weeks of the relationship.
I know, right? Yeah, that's definitely a pet peeve. Yeah, after the first few weeks, I don't care what you do anymore.
Don't let me get in there.
Yeah, after the first few weeks, it doesn't matter because I'm probably I'm probably sick of it anyway. But yeah.
Oh, I had that with one girl. It was the dumb girl actually, where she was like determined
dumb but
to.
super hot.
Yeah, she was super hot, but she was determined to make me wait a month before I could get in her
month?
pants. Yeah, a month.
I think I made you wait a month.
You did make me wait a month.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
And I actually literally had to put your hand into my pants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, touch it already!
Touch it!
Oh, my God. I was like, you were just stringing me along.
I just came off crazy.
Oh, God.
You know? In fact, I think the first time we finally had some interaction was the morning that the bitch came downstairs.
Oh, God. Horrible. Fuck, yeah, but this one wanted me to wait a month, and I was working on that. I got it after like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Broke her down.
Broke her down.
Broke her down. I got it.
You
I got it.
You
I got it.
there.
Yep, I got it in there.
Now, let me ask you this. Once you finally got it, was it everything that you had hoped it would be?
No.
See?
No.
See? Isn't that I hate that, that disappointment.
Yeah.
And then you hope, like, be good, be good, be good, be good. And
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. No.
Damn it. All that work.
Yep.
All that waiting. All those dinners.
All that pressuring.
All those drinks.
All that stupid money I spent.
Fucking movies.
God damn it.
I'm like, oh, be good, be good, be good.
Who taught you to do that?
Damn it.
Who told you that felt good? Who lied and said that was good? I gotta teach you all over again. God damn it.
Guess it's back to Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters.
Oh, God. Rosie Palm and her 5. I never heard you say that before.
I just thought of it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
That's very clever.
That was an OTF.
What is on the fly?
Yeah.
What is your pet peeve? Do you have a pet peeve? That's a good one.
I hate it when chicks chew with their mouth open.
Really?
Yeah.
Who does that? Adults?
A few, yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah. It's like like they talk when they're eating and like they're chewing and like every so
Is
you.
there a utensil on the table? I got to show you something.
No, so you could hear like they snap their lips together like.
Oh.
That's annoying.
That is annoying. Give me that pen right there. Oh.
You want this one?
Yeah. Now imagine that this is a fork with, little things on the end there.
Right.
This is how that ugly girl
shovel it.
She held it in her fist.
Oh.
And shoveled
That's
into
like
the
what
food.
a little kid does.
Yes, that's how she held her utensils.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a pet peeve of yours?
I mean, like it's like eating with a barbarian. What? Like, oh my God.
Oh,
that was
funny.
the chick that I was trying to date that was not good looking, but I was trying not to be shallow.
Right. Didn't work out.
She ate like that. She was a barbarian. Yeah.
So that's your pet peeve?
It became one.
How
I didn't
people
know it
hold
was
their-
until
how
she
people hold
did
their
it.
utensils?
No, I never had an issue with that until I saw somebody do it.
Right.
Like, what the hell is that?
It's funny how what things annoy us, right?
Oh God, yeah.
And then like you're with that person and all of a sudden you're like, fuck, that's annoying, and you wonder like what it is that's annoying about them, and then like all of a sudden you have like this revelation, like all of a sudden it clicks, and you're like, that's
Can't deal with it anymore.
That's it. That's it.
I'm over it.
I know there's
Done.
something that's been fucking annoying the shit out of me, but I can't put my finger on it. And now every single time you see them, they're doing it, and you're like, oh no.
Nope, can't handle you anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it comes to the point, like, all right, do you say something about it? Or do you just let it linger?
It depends on the status of the relationship. Because sometimes people are very sensitive and they'll be offended. Or sometimes you're just if you're the type of person that you're open and you say what's on your mind. Some people will just say it if it's bothering them.
Right.
And if it, if they don't like it or they don't want to hang out with you anymore, then oh well, it was going to bother the shit out of you anyway. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how much you want to tolerate it, right?
Yeah.
Because eventually it's going to be like, all right, I can't deal with it anymore.
Yeah, a pet peeve of mine, though, I have to say will continue. I've learned through many relationships that I've had, a pet peeve of mine is when people are stupid. I can't fucking stand it. I just can't.
Yeah, it's hard to fix stupid.
You can't fix stupid.
And it's hard to fix crazy.
Yeah.
Those are two things you just can't do. You can't change it. Now, I have tried to rehabilitate crazy. And I've
tried to look beyond stupid.
Yeah, I think
qualities.
that I have put in such an effort that I have come to the determination that it is not possible.
To
fix crazy.
Yeah, no, and you can't fix stupid. You just can't make people say something that's going to interest you.
And sometimes it's just looking back at that chart. That's why you have to watch this video, people, because it's so funny. You realize that somewhere on that graph, if the crazy and the
you're just giving the whole thing away.
No, I'm saying if the hot and the crazy is somewhere in the zone to where you're like, it's worth it. I can deal with it because it's so hot. I can deal with the crazy. Yeah. Just remember, they're never going to be as hot as they are today. And every day they get a little bit older, but the crazy gets worse. Yeah. So the hot scale goes down and the crazy goes up.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind, folks. Just saying.
Here's a good interview question for getting to know somebody. What was your family like growing up?
Oh.
That's interesting. I mean, it's a way to get to know somebody, where they came from, or
Right. Were you molested? Were you beaten?
I have to.
You sodomized?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes to all those things?
Is there a history of domestic violence in your family? Any mental illness in your family?
How often did your dad beat your mom?
Any substance abuse in your family?
Right.
Yeah, all things we need to know.
When did you have your first tooth knocked out?
When did you have your first sexual experience?
Oh, there you go.
When's this first time somebody did you in the ass?
What? There's a question.
I'm sorry. Did I ask you that? I didn't mean
don't
to say that out loud.
Don't ask me that question. I'm saying there's a question you want to ask your girlfriend on a first date.
What should I know about you that I'd never think to ask about? Oh, that's a toughie.
Yeah. These are interesting questions. These are still the first date questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Questions not to ask,
Yeah,
by the
these
way.
are questions to ask to get to know somebody.
Oh, that you should ask.
Yeah, that you should ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the next one?
Did you or do you have a nickname, and what's the story behind it?
Oh, okay. I guess, yeah.
Well, people call me dumbass because...
Well, they used to call me Little Richard, but now they just call me Big Dick. And now they started calling me Tripod. I don't know why, but I figured I'd just go with it.
When I was in college, my friend Eileen, my suite mate, called me Nelson.
Nelson?
Because we were at her parents' house in South Carolina, and she was somewhere on the other side of the house, and she was yelling my name, and I wasn't answering. She's like, "Why weren't you answering me?" I said, "I thought you were saying Nelson." Like, it didn't sound like Allison, so I wasn't answering her. I didn't know think she was calling me.
So then she started calling you Nelson.
Me Nelson. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you would think that she wouldn't call you that because you didn't answer when she called you Nelson.
And then in high school, my nickname was Chesty. I don't know. I try to figure out why they called me that.
Chesty.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think I know why.
If you could figure it out. Who was your favorite school teacher or college professor, and why? That's kind of hard to say, like, who. I mean, because obviously they're not going to know who the person is, but we could describe that person.
And now, in the modern-day version of that question, who was the first teacher you've banged?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. My kindergarten teacher wrote on my report card, "Alison talks too much." Yeah.
That's great. Who knew you had a future in podcasting? See?
Exactly.
There you go.
And have you figured out your calling in life? What is it? Yeah, I'd say that I have.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I haven't accomplished everything that I wanted to just yet, but I think I know what I want to do.
Okay.
I definitely still need to win the lottery so that I can give major contributions to saving animals, rescues, things like that.
Yeah, that would be along the list of philanthropist things to do, right?
Yes.
Philanthropic. Yeah. My tongue doesn't want to do that.
I know.
It's philanthropic. You know what I'm trying to say.
Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah. Philly cheesesteak. I'm feeling very Philly cheesesteak today.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make some donations to a local charity.
You know something that bothers me about somebody on a date? You ever notice when people get that white foam in the corner of their mouth?
Oh, I hate that foam.
So gross.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to kiss them because you don't want the foam on your mouth. It's disgusting.
Foam.
Yeah. And people get foam sometimes because they get nervous. They get dry mouth and then it accumulates in the corners.
Right.
But still,
yeah, not good.
Not good. I don't like that foam.
Yeah, so is that's a deal breaker? Like
it is a deal breaker.
That's a first date foam because people get nervous on first dates, especially if it's a blind date or something.
Yeah.
You set up on eHarmony, right? Like we're talking about.
I would give somebody maybe one pass on the foam. Like you know what I mean? Like
you get one foam pass, not a whole pass. It's a foam pass.
Because if they get it more than once, then you can probably assume that it happens to them a lot, and then it's going to be something that you'll eventually have to deal with, or even break up with the person. eventually, which the longer you're dating somebody, the more difficult it's going to make it to break it off and then come up with a reason why.
Yeah.
If it's still very, very early, like one date, you can kind of get away with not calling them back ever.
Right.
Yeah, foam
so
in the mouth.
now when they come to you and like, you know what, I thought we really blend, like, you know, the chemistry was right. Like, what happened? Why'd you break up with me? You got foam in the corners of your mouth.
Yeah, and you know something along the similar lines as the foam is swollen gums.
Oh, that's not good.
That just leads to poor dental hygiene. Can't deal with it. It's like, I don't want your bloody gums in my mouth.
All not good.
Yeah, not good. Yeah, no
gingivitis.
Good. It's gingivitis.
Oh, ginger?
Yes, there's no ER in the middle of it.
Right.
Gingivitis.
It's gingivitis.
You're lucky you're so fucking smart about other things, or else you'd have been out of here.
Only people with red hair get it. It's the carrot top syndrome.
Oh my god.
Gingivitis.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's stinky bush due to redhead.
Stop it.
Okay. Okay, so there's something in the news that I found kind of interesting. You might have heard about this already, but I'm like really disgusted.
What is it?
Hey! George Zimmerman is auctioning off the gun that he used to kill Trayvon
I heard
Martin.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was on this one website where he was trying to sell this gun. It got in the news, and whatever website he was on, they removed it. So then he went on to another website and proceeded to try to sell it again. And
at some ridiculous price, right?
He started at $5,000. And first of all, I think it's disgusting to try to profit off of something that caused a kid's death.
Right. Especially such a controversial.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that started a whole movement, and you know,
and then to profit off of that crime.
Yeah, it's basically like a slap in the face to, you know, all the protesters of that whole thing.
Yeah, and
of course to the kid's family.
Yeah, and what this asshole is saying is that it's a chance to own a piece of American history, and it's the gun that he used to protect himself against somebody who was like attacking him or something like that. The way he had put it, he was basically trying to justify what he did in his advertisement for selling the gun.
Right. Now, regardless whether or not he actually was being attacked and whether or not he was in the right to defend himself and all that, I'm not even going there because that's a whole other issue. Everybody has a right to defend themselves, and who knows what really happened in that whole thing. But obviously, you know, he got away with it. But the fact is that even if you were to defend yourself and you had to shoot and kill someone, you wouldn't then go online and auction off the gun as if, like, you know, this is the
piece of American history.
This is the gun that killed that guy, right?
Yeah, Like, I'm famous, and here's my gun. It's American history.
Yeah,
and
that's a total douche move.
Yeah, and this douche even wrote that the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C. wanted the gun for its collection, which was, by the way, not true. Nice way to lie to try to sell.
Yeah, I can't imagine
gun.
that any institution would want to, you know, have any part in that.
Yeah. So, in response to this new auction that he put online, he got over 1,000 bids in 24 hours, and the price of the gun is now up to $65 million.
What?
After fake bids from people named Donald Trump, Tamir Rice, who is another kid that got killed by the police, and racist Mick Shootface.
You know what's even like a miracle is that he's still alive.
Yes.
Right? That George Zimmerman is still walking the planet.
Yep.
Because how someone has not mowed his ass down now.
Yes.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of dark corners in the world.
Yeah, and
you know?
he's not. I mean, he has proven himself since that incident again and again and again what a rotten person he is.
Yeah.
You know, he's gotten arrested for domestic violence. He's definitely a rotten piece of shit.
Yeah, he's always like in the spotlight for some fringe, you know, fringe activity that you have to question, like, how did he get away with that shit, you know? So, you know what? Every dog has his day, right? And I think sooner or later, his luck is going to run out. And
oh, my God. Speaking of dog having its day.
Yeah.
There is a guy, I don't even know where the article is now, but there's a guy who killed his friend because the guy apparently had hit on him, and they were drunk. And so in response to the guy coming on to him, He beat the shit out of him, killed him, cut off his dick, took the dick with him, fed the dick to his dog, who ate the dick.
Come on.
The dog ate the dick.
The dog ate the dick.
Yes, the dog ate the dick.
What?
Yeah.
What did he do with the body?
I don't know what happened. He ended up he turned himself in, and he said he was sorry, he was wrong for doing it, blah, 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 but ultimately...
so, like, in the interrogation process...
He
he
admitted what he did.
So, what did you do with, the dick that you cut off? I fed it to my dog. Yeah.
Yeah, he gave it to his dog.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So this was all like in some homophobic panic, I guess. Then he came out of his alcoholic state and said, holy shit, what just happened?
Yes, that's exactly actually what he did. He came out of his alcoholic state and he was like, holy shit, I killed my friend.
Right.
Yeah.
So he like flipped out that the guy hit on him and like that anybody might find out, or maybe like he might even now be questioning like what just happened. And so let's just eliminate the whole situation.
Yeah.
Nothing like making it worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you go from like a drunken proposition that no one ever would have known about.
Actually, you've had to now touch his dick to cut it off.
That's right. You were so homophobic, but you held it and cut it off.
You actually have to not only hold it, but pull it.
Oh.
Hold it tight.
Hold it and pull it tight.
Yep.
And stretch it out.
Yep.
Make it long.
Yep. It's horrible. Oh, my God. Disgusting.
Where do you find these stories?
I don't know. Crazy news.
Oh, my God.
I got to show you a picture of something that I took before when you were getting your hair cut.
Oh.
What do you notice in this picture of somebody's foot in a flip-flop?
That they have pink toenail polish on, but they have some very unusual length toes.
Thank you. What's unusual about those toes?
They're like a long one, a short one, a long one, a short. It's like, what the hell is that?
She got zigzag toes.
What kind of foot is that?
That middle toe is way shorter than. No, wait. No, the second. Yeah, the middle toe is way shorter than the second toe.
You're funny taking pictures of people's feet.
But the fourth toe is much longer than the middle toe.
She
got. Look at that zigzag of toe length.
That is a crazy looking foot.
That fourth toe, I think, is the motherfucker, right? Because that one, it needs to be shorter than the middle toe.
Yeah, if that one was dialed back a little bit,
then it would be a slant.
Yeah,
yeah, like it's supposed to be. But
it looks like they're doing this.
Yeah, like metal fingers. It looks like she's doing metal fingers with her second, third, and fourth
they're making a rocker
toe.
sign, right?
Yes!
The metal fingers with her toes.
With the 3 middle toes. She's doing metal fingers.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was like, rock on!
Word! I was like,
rock and roll!
Yeah, I was talking to that chick. We were talking about tattoos, and she was really nice. And then I looked down at her feet, and I was like, whoa. Wow. And I wanted to say, because I felt comfortable with her, because we were talking about tattoos, and I wanted to say, oh, you got the funkiest toes.
Yeah, that's.
And I couldn't find a way to say it that wouldn't be.
That's another one of those things on eHarmony's list that says not to say to people.
Not to say to your new friend in the barbershop.
Yeah, you've got funky toes.
What happened to your toe?
Yeah.
I couldn't find a way.
What happened to your feet?
Yes. I could not think of any way to point out
They're
to her.
They're nice looking toes, though. Like
if
nice.
They were but one of those, that middle toe looks like it belongs on someone else's foot.
No, like she doesn't have like funky feet, like to like the.
What do you mean? That constitutes funky feet.
The shape of the toes and the toenails and all that are nice. You can see some feet that are like really maybe they're shaped perfectly, but the toes themselves are.
It looks like
funky,
her foot's deformed.
Nasty looking, green and yellow and busted.
That middle toe is busted.
Well, she covered it up good with the pink nail polish.
I don't know about all that business. I would put like a prosthetic toe over that toe, like a magician puts on a fake finger with a scarf inside of it.
Oh yeah.
It's like you make like they pulled something out of their hand.
Right.
She needs a prosthetic like rubber middle finger toe.
Yeah. I put on the fake finger every now and then. It has the vibrating feature. I don't know if you've noticed lately. You always ask, how do you do that trick with your finger?
Oh, man.
It's a secret.
Yeah.
My secret has been revealed.
I was making like I was taking pictures of you, but I was really aiming it at her nasty toe.
I did that today while you were in the dentist's office.
You did?
Yeah,
I
was in the waiting room. There was some dude that came in and sat down next to this woman, and he was like asking her, like, I've been calling you, and like you didn't answer.
I see. You took a picture. I see it on the photo stream.
Yeah, you didn't answer the phone. Why didn't you answer the phone? And now I was sitting next to the woman, just the two of us in the waiting room, and her phone never went off, right? So then the guy's like, let me see your phone. Take it out of your pocket right now. I want to see it. So he just walked in and like just barged in. So I'm thinking he's some fucking freak, stalker, or whatever.
Right.
So she's like, I'm telling you, it never rang. She's like, it kind of sounded like she was fearing the guy.
Right.
So I'm like, I got to get a picture of this guy because shit's about to go down. So I just want to get a shot of him before I bust his skull open. So this way, guy. So this way I can say, like, here's the dude, and he assaulted her, and,
Right.
So anyway, yeah, he continued to, like, just berate her, like, really bad, and, like, she was, like, intimidated. He looked at her phone, and he's going through it, and then he calls it, and the fucking thing rings as loud as could be. It's the loudest, most annoying ring. Like, ring, 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 ring. And I'm like, oh, my God, the fucking thing is ringing. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, man, this is going to get crazy. Because she said, I don't know, the ringer must be off. It never rang. And it definitely never rang because I would have remembered that ring, right? So the guy was like, he was pissed, man. And he was like an older dude, So
yeah, I could see.
She looked like maybe a little...
Is this her? This is her ass?
No, she looked like maybe a little off.
Right.
Maybe like, maybe someone that like, had someone taking care of her. She might have been not mentally right or whatever. So I'm thinking like this guy could be really abusive.
Right.
Because the conversation was not good,
Right.
And then... he got up and walked out. But yeah, I had to snap this. So I did that. So he's kind of like, he was looking at me. He was real like suspicious. He was real like sketchy.
Like that she was cheating on him with you.
Yeah, he was. Yes. Yes. Like he walked in. He was almost like, aha. Uh-huh. And I'm like, I'm sitting there like looking at my emails and shit, and we're, I'm a few chairs away from her. And trust me, I'm not going anywhere near that, either way. And, so, yeah, he was, like, really, sketchy. So I started snapping pictures, man, because I just, like, my spidey senses started tingling. I'm like, shit's going to go down here.
You should have been taking video instead.
Yeah,
that would have been more clever.
Yeah, so I was kind of like pretending that I was on the phone, like scrolling with my finger, but I was snapping pictures.
You should have taken video because if something's going down, you want to record what happened.
Yeah, well, whatever. I didn't think that.
I don't think of it either. Just like that asshole that was at the corner that time in the car.
Yeah.
I don't think of it as quickly as I should.
Right.
So like video younger people now think to video record.
That's what they do. Everybody
happens.
takes out their phone and hits record instantly now. Like you can't go anywhere without someone recording everything you're doing.
I try not to open my mouth and eat something in public because I don't want anybody to catch me with my mouth open and then Photoshop me with a dick in my mouth or something. Yeah, I always think about that.
Yeah, I would appreciate it if you try to avoid that. Yeah. That would be good. All right. Well, there you have it.
Oh, fuck. So, Zika virus. Somebody on Long Island has contracted the Zika virus, and she's pregnant.
Oh, great.
So she's going to give birth, apparently, to maybe like a Beetlejuice baby.
A Beetlejuice from Howard Stern?
Yeah.
So, he was talking about that the other day, wasn't he?
Yes. So
playing clips of Beetlejuice and stuff.
Yeah.
Beetle.
I don't know when they did that soundbite, but that doesn't ring a bell.
They do it all the time.
I listen all the time.
All the noises that he makes. Yeah.
I don't know about that one. But anyway, so I actually have a way to avoid getting the Zika virus while you're pregnant and having a Beetlejuice baby.
I got to hear this.
Don't get pregnant.
Ah, there you go.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is. Here's another one. Don't go to the fucking country where they have the mosquitoes that give you the Zika virus.
Yeah, there's I guess they're talking about all these, South American and Central American countries and stuff that are known for like a breeding ground for this whole problem. And they're now, of course, concerned with people traveling to these areas and coming back to the United States and bringing that virus back here. And evidently it can be contracted through sexual contact.
I thought they said they couldn't.
No, they found out that it can. It can be contracted.
You sure about that?
Yes, yep, through blood exchange and all through sexual contact. Yep, check it out.
I'm going to Google that right now.
Check it out.
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if you're full of shit.
Sexual contact.
Now, while I'm Googling this, let me just ask you something about that guy in the waiting room. Why were you contemplating saying something like, chill out, dude, the phone didn't ring?
Yes, I was. I was moments away from saying something because as she, as I felt she was getting more and more intimidated and he was being more aggressive with her, I was going to say something, but I'm like, you know what? It's not my place to say anything. I'm just going to sit over here and just,
because guys who are abusive like that and intimidating, they need to be put in their place.
Yeah, I was very, very close.
You needed to belittle him.
Yeah, I was very close to saying something, but it didn't get escalated to the point because eventually he kind of he kind of calmed down a little bit. So, and then he walked out.
Okay, because people who are bullies like that need to be reminded that there's always somebody else out there who can beat the fucking shit out of them.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, and I would have been happy to oblige in that department, but fortunately it didn't come to that. So, yeah. I told you about when we were getting gas in the gas station
the girl came in
a couple weeks ago. So I'm in there, I pay for the gas, and I go to the pump, and I prepaid. And I always hate it when you prepay. It doesn't let you pay at the pump. You put the card in, and it's like see cashier. I'm like, son of a
bitch! I wouldn't have come here if I had to
now
do
there's
that.
10 people online. They're buying fucking lotto tickets or some shit.
Yeah.
Doing well, give me 27, 3. No, change that. And I'm like, really? I just want to buy some gas, man. All right, I'm in a rush. Just want to pay for the gas. So I finally get to the counter, I pay the guy, I go out, and evidently I overpaid. So now I have to go back inside and get the change. Fucking pissed, right? I'm like, really? So I walk back inside, and now there's this woman who had just pulled up next to us in a busted, broken down car, muffler hanging off. She's got her boyfriend with the crazy fro with the pick sticking out of the top of it in the passenger seat. And she walks inside and she's got, like a 40 ounce of Old English malt liquor or some shit, a pack of Newports and something on the counter, and she's scrounging through her purse to get money.
She has change.
Now she's counting out the change on the countertop. And the kid there is obviously he's getting impatient with her. And then so he's like, it's not enough. And then she's like, okay, well, how much is this? All right, sorry, so don't give me that then. Just give me the beer and the cigarettes. And he's like, it's still not enough. And she's like, well, how much is the beer? And he's like, well, it's $5.18. How much is the cigarettes? And I'm standing there just waiting for my $3.27. I'm ready to just walk out. So you know what? Fucking keep it. And then she's going, oh no. He's like, well, you can't buy it all then. She's like, oh no, I have to. She's like, he'll beat me. And I'm thinking, what? So now I'm remembering the dude that was sitting in the car, right?
Yeah, piece of shit looking asshole.
Total piece of shit sitting in the car. And she's saying, oh no, I have to get it because he'll beat me if I don't bring it back out there. And I'm thinking, you know what, man? Then why the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Why is he driving, sitting in the passenger seat of your car?
Right.
What's wrong with you?
Right.
Why are you? And I was just about to say it to her. I'm like, well, then what are you doing with him, dumbass?
Right. Right.
And then it occurred to me, she looked like she's a total crackhead, And I'm
Prostitute.
like, yeah, oh yeah, totally, yeah, absolutely.
'Cause that's your pimp.
I don't know what it was, but all I know is he sent her ass in there to buy some Newports and malt liquor. And if she didn't come out with it, she's getting her ass kicked. So I'm thinking, you know what? I was just about to say something because now I'm getting, and I kind of waved my hands and I'm like, excuse me, can you just give me my change on pump number 2? And he's like, oh, yeah. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hold you up. She's like, no, I didn't mean to, but he'll beat me. Like she had to have,
tell you.
She has to tell everybody. She said it real loud. Not like, my boyfriend's going to beat me if I don't get the beer. Like just the cashier.
Right.
She said it real loud so everybody in the place would know.
So you will offer her money.
Yeah. So now I'm thinking she's going to be like, thinking I'll be like, you know what?
So you can pay for assholes beer.
Yeah, I'll buy the beer. And I'm no fucking way am I buying that dirt bag a can of beer. No, absolutely not. And then it occurred to me, you know what? If you're that stupid that's who you're with, and then you're going to go back out there and get your ass beat, then you deserve to have your ass beat. Mm-hmm, so as much as I wanted to say, you know what? I'll pay for that. As much as I wanted to say, then what are you doing with him? Mm-hmm. Come on, smarten up. I'm like, you know what?
That's not going to change anything.
No. You know what? Because she was like 50, maybe. She wasn't a
really?
kid. Oh, yeah. She wasn't a kid. No. So I'm like, she's probably spent her whole life. She looked like real hard looking. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting involved with that one. No.
Well, while you were...
Some people you just can't fix.
No, you can't. And I've tried.
Yeah.
I tried, and then I've experienced the disappointment.
Now, here's what would have happened. You ready? Here's what would have happened. I would have said something to her.
She would tell him.
She would have told him. I would have gone back out to the car. He would have gotten out of the car. Yo, man. Yo, you got a problem? Yo. And then it would have been on.
And then you would have killed him.
And then I would have beat him to death. And then I would wind up sitting in jail. right? See how shit goes?
Yeah.
That's why some things you just walk away from and you say, you know what?
Yeah.
No, not my place to change that one.
Yep.
You got yourself into this hole.
Yeah.
You want to keep getting your ass beat, then, good luck with that one.
Yeah. Well, just so you also know that Zika virus is primarily transmitted to people through the bite of the infected mosquito.
Yeah.
But Zika virus can also be transmitted through sex.
That's right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm waiting. Oh, see, there it is. See?
I have no problem. I love when you're
Another
right.
one of the many reasons why I love you, because you always tell me when I'm right.
And I love when you're right.
And you also admit when you're wrong, which is pretty rare.
Thank you, my love.
Yeah,
well,
rare.
let me tell you where that stems from also, because as we were talking before about learning mistakes through relationships, is that I've learned through being with dumb people that I hate being with dumb people. I can't be happier that I'm with somebody who's so smart, and I love when you know more things than I do. Oh. It stimulates my brain, and it makes me remember again and again and again that how happy I am to be with somebody with such an amazing brain.
Oh, that's awesome.
And if that means that you know something more than I do, that's fine by me. Thank God you know something.
Well, thanks for that. That's nice.
I couldn't be happier about that. Believe me. I am so happy to concede and say you were right, because I fucking hate being the one who knows everything.
A lot of people have a hard time admitting that they were wrong. Have you ever been with somebody like that? Like,
yes.
like no matter what you say, and then you show them, here's the proof, right?
Yes.
Like, here's the article that I just read it from.
Yep.
And then they're like, oh, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, all right, well, here it is. You want to read it yourself? And they're like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But they won't say, oh, you know what? Sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
I was wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
Never happens. Some people will not say that.
I don't feel the need to always be right. When I am right and I know that I'm right, I feel strongly about it and I'll defend it, but I don't have a problem saying that I was wrong if I was wrong. My ex-wife was one of those people that could never admit she was wrong. She had to win every argument just to win it. Like, she could never say, let's agree to disagree. She had to fight, and always be right. Homegirl, we would be playing Scrabble, and she would want to use the dictionary. Now, you can't use the dictionary to find words to put on the board. But she would try to change the rule, and that's against the rules. But it would be a fucking fight because she would want to use the dictionary. Like, I don't use I'm not using the fucking dictionary.
All I got to say about this whole conversation is that, this is very much unlike what I picture, like the what you hope that the lesbian experience is. I'm picturing two hot chicks having really hot sex, and then like they call in their third hot chick friend, and she gets involved with it.
Yeah.
And now here it is, you two are at home playing fucking Scrabble, and you're fighting over who can use the dictionary. That just blew up my entire... You just completely wrecked my whole fantasy. Really? I don't even fucking play Scrabble. Come on, man. Really? This is what goes on in the lesbian household? I'm thinking it's 24 hours a day, hot sex.
Nope, I had to schedule an appointment to have sex.
Oh, my God.
And then all the animals had to be
right.
put out of the room.
I'm very disappointed.
And then it had to be the routine. Okay, I'll lick you first, and then you lick me, and then we'll both kind of come in this position, and get to sleep.
Well, that's getting better. Okay, that's better than Scrabble.
No, I can't.
I would rather pick who goes first than let's play Scrabble.
Oh,
you guys
God.
must have been fucking bored. Who the hell plays Scrabble?
It's an intellectual game, at least, if you can think of words on your own.
But that's what I'm saying. She obviously wasn't an intellectual person, so why would she even go down that road with you, who is very well...
And you know what? If you and I were to play Scrabble and you win, I'm happy for you, and I'm proud of you that you were strategic enough to be able to win.
Yeah.
I would never
play
her.
Scrabble with you. I know better than that, Miss Investigator. I can't even say philanthropist.
No, but for that, Scrabble can be difficult. But for that matter, though, if I won, she can never be happy for me. She'd be fucking pissed that she lost. Like, be happy that you got somebody that did something well.
Now, Naked Scrabble, that's a different story. That's right up there with Naked Twister.
Yeah. Naked Twister could be ugly.
Yeah. There are some angles that you don't always want to see.
No, you just don't. You don't want to see it.
Especially in, like, unforgiving light.
You want to know something that's flattering, actually?
Naked Scrabble, Naked Twister in the dark might be better.
Something that actually looks good, or will look good, is going to be that piece of jewelry that I get from Forever Faithful Diamonds.
Oh, God. I know. You can't wait to get that thing from Anthony, right?
I cannot wait to get that thing from Mr. Camel with a
Anthony,
K.
Anthony Camel with a K. Super, super talented jewelry designer, gemologist. He's the dude.
He will make you whatever you want. He makes custom-made jewelry. And what that means is that there's something that you want that you can't find, he will make it. If you've got it in your head, he will put it in your hand. He will create it. Yeah, I mean, like some people, you know, they want something a certain way, they can't find it. I remember back in probably about the late 90s, I was in St. Thomas, and there was this beautiful pave set diamond bracelet that I saw, and I could not find it. I was like, oh my God, it was so expensive, and we didn't buy it. I came home looking all over for that bracelet, could never find it anywhere else. Now, had I known somebody like Anthony Camel, Forever Faithful Diamonds, I would have told him about the bracelet. I would have described it to him so that he could make it for me.
And you would have had it made.
I would have had it made, and I would have had it, and then that would have been the end of that. He custom makes jewelry, anything. If it's a ring, it could be a bracelet, it could be earrings. He can make it because he can make jewelry.
Where can people find him?
They can find him at foreverfaithfuldiamonds.com. Or I can even give you his phone number, and you can call him right on his cell phone.
Nice.
Anthony Camel's phone number is 949-463-0635. If you don't like what he makes, he will give you a full refund. That means you have absolutely nothing to lose. You tell him how you want it, he'll make it like that. You get to keep it, you get to wear it. If you don't like it, he'll give you all your money back.
That sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
It's a really, really, really good deal.
Yeah, we've seen a bunch of his work. He's super talented. So check him out on his website. Give him a call.
You got nothing to lose at all.
Anthony Camel.
Anthony Camel, Forever Faithful Diamonds.
All right, then. All right, so I think it's about that time there, wifey poo.
It's about that time, but we want to remind everybody that we have not only the website, but we're also on Facebook, and we're on Twitter, and we're on Instagram. And if you guys would be so kind as to interact with us, because you guys participate a lot in our podcast, you know, we have questions from people that we didn't answer. Did you want to maybe answer some listener questions?
We are going to do a full listener question episode. This next one coming up, and I know we have some on backlog, and we also have Tip Tuesday coming up.
Tip Tuesday!
So that'd be a great opportunity to do a bunch of questions.
Okay, so you guys, if you got some questions, please go to our Facebook and either send us a direct message, or you can go onto Twitter and send us a question, and we will do them the next episode when it's going to be Tip Tuesday.
Tip Tuesday. I love Tip Tuesday.
Me too.
And, you know, it doesn't have to be like DIY house fix stuff. It could be questions about anything.
Anything.
If it's something that we know about, we'll be happy to share it with you. And if we don't know about it, we'll try to find out.
Yeah,
I'm like
a life counselor.
And then the best part about that is also when we figure out what's the best thing for it, we'll give you a link where you can go right and buy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget to check out the episode summary so you can see the things that I was talking about. I actually didn't get to it, but there's something I want to talk to you ladies about in the next episode. I am going to provide links to you, and you are going to use them because they're so amazing.
Ooh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You just have to wait till next episode.
You're going to have to wait till the next episode. So make sure that please use our Amazon banner. Everybody uses Amazon. If you would use our banner, we would really appreciate it. That helps us out a lot, because if everybody even just bought one thing on Amazon with our banner, we would really appreciate it.
And tell your friends about our podcast, Spread the Love of Hammer and Nails. And we want to thank you all for coming back each and every week, twice a week.
Go to iTunes, please. Give us a favorable 5-star review. And if you felt like writing a little blurb about us, that would be great too. And please make sure that you click on the little thumbs up. Was this helpful? Yes, on the good reviews so that they show at the top.
I want to put out a special thank you to Mr. Ralph Gambali, who's always saying nice things and always sharing our posts and getting his friends to listen to the podcast. Ralph, we love you. And also much love to all the people that have kicked in some donations to help us fund the cost of the podcast. We really appreciate you guys showing the love and showing the support. And thank you for coming back, and we'll catch you next time.
We love you.